Hi everyone, this is my tutorial for a very natural golden look, and I think this look is great for every day in the spring and the summer. Definitely a tad dressy. It's not something you can just like swipe on in 1 minute and go out the door right away, but it's a nice look if you want to be a little bit more done up, but it still looks very, very natural. And then of course, the nice pop of gold really accents your eyes. So keep watching if you want to see how to create this look. Okay, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Primer Potion and just prime my eyelids. It's pretty much my favorite primer. And then you also want to get it in the inner corner because we'll be doing a little bit of highlighting there. And then just a little bit underneath the eye. Okay. Then we're going to take, of course, the Naked palette, and we're going to take the color Virgin, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. Studio Small Precision Brush. Work it around the tear duct, up a little bit here, and then also along your brow bone to give a little more highlight because we want this to be a fun, natural, light look. So that'll help keep it that way. Next, we're going to take the gold color Half Baked, and I'm actually going to use my finger to apply this. I like it that way because I feel like it helps pack on the color better, since this will be basically the focus of the look. It's that pretty gold shimmer. And just do it almost all over your eyelid. Blend it in a little bit with that inner corner highlight, but no need to be perfect with this. And then I'm going to take a blending brush from e.l.f. It's actually from their $1 line, so very good deal. And then we're going to take the color Naked. I'm taking that because it's the closest to my skin tone. If you're darker, take Buck instead. So we're going to pack that onto the blending brush, and we're just going to work that around in the crease. And again, this look is just supposed to be very natural, so don't worry about making things defined. Don't worry about staying inside lines. For instance, on the edge here, I kind of like it when it smudges out a bit. I don't know, that somewhat messy, natural look, it's really nice. And then we're going to concentrate, we're going to take another layer of it and pack it in on the edge. We're not going to be using a darker color than this because, like I said, this is supposed to be a very natural golden look. So using a darker color would make it a bit too defined. And then I'm going to take my finger again and go back into the Naked color, and we're going to swipe that down a little bit along the lower lash line just to help bring that color around the eye so it's a little more cohesive. But again, we don't want it to be too dark or anything, just to add a little bit extra. And the gold did fade a little bit from blending that other color into it, so we're going to go back over it and pack on a second layer. This time just focus in the middle of the lid because that's where we want the most saturation. And we're also going to take Half Baked and apply it along the middle part of the lower lash line to help bring that color down and around the eye. Once again, making everything very nice and cohesive. That is it for the eyeshadow. Next, we're going to take some liquid liner. You can use any like gel or cream eyeliner. I just like liquid. So I'm going to take the L'Oreal Where's the logo? Okay, the L'Oreal Carbon Black Lineur Intense. I don't know exactly how to say it because they spell linear with the U-R. And we're just going to apply that along the upper lash line. We don't want it to be too dramatic. A thick line will give it more of that Arabian or Egyptian feel. So if you want to change the look a little bit to gear it more towards that, that would be totally fine. But for me, I'm just going to try to keep it pretty thin. Sorry, my hair keeps getting in the way. Oh my god. Okay. And we're going to wing it out just a little bit. Again, nothing too dramatic. And it actually doesn't matter if this line isn't extremely perfect because we're actually going to go over it with some black eyeshadow. That will not only help fix any part of the line that wasn't exactly what we wanted, but it will also help set it and it'll soften the look. So I'm actually going to take the black color Creep from the palette again, and we're going to just dust that over. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned, but this is the smudge brush from e.l.f. Studio line. And then just bring a little bit of that black down onto the very outer part of the lower lash line. Not too much, not too dark, just, again, just kind of bring it in all together. And you will get fallout from this, so I just take like the edge of a Kleenex. You could also be a little smarter and wait to do your face makeup until after you're done with this, but I'm just so used to doing face makeup first. I just like doing that, so I don't mind. You can just wipe it away, and we can always reapply concealer later if we decide we need it. So now you can go in with your mascara. I'm going to use Maybelline's The Colossal Volume. This mascara is great to wear on its own. Like I said, if you're up close, you can tell that it's clumpy, but from far away, it really defines your lashes so gorgeously. Makes them dark, makes them long, makes them thick. Okay, and I just did a light dusting of mascara on the bottom lashes, just so it's not so plain, but we don't want it to be as dramatic as the top. So next I'm going to apply the false lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished eye look, and now I'm going to move on to what I'm going to use on my cheeks and lips. First, I'm going to take my bronzer, and it's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I really love this because it's matte and it smells like chocolate. How could you not like putting that on your face every day, right? So we're just going to do that, a light dusting of contour the cheeks and bring in a little bit more of a glow, and you can spread it down on the jawline so it blends in with the rest of your face. And on the other side. And then get it up by your temples too. And up on, sorry, my hair is getting in the way, up on your forehead. And then just a little bit down the center of your nose. This all just keeps your face nice and cohesive. You can even do it like under your jawline if you want. So there you go. And then next I'm going to use my highlighter. You can use any kind of highlighter that you like, you know, Benefit High Beam, or I can't think of any right now. That's the only one I could think of, but I actually have this one from Victoria's Secret. It came out, I want to say, like about a year ago, and got it for a really good price. I don't think they have it available anymore, so I'm sorry I'm using a potentially discontinued product in the video. But like I said, any kind of highlighter will do. So you just take that and dust it along your cheekbone. And then I always like to put just a tiny little bit on the cheeks just to give it that nice glow. And of course do it on the other side. And I like doing that before I put on the blush because then the glow kind of comes through it and it's not on top of everything and then it's going to look too shiny. So it's a good way to do it that I've found out. And the blush I'll be using is e.l.f.'s Tickled Pink. As you can see, it's definitely a favorite of mine. So I'm going to take that, and I just use their mineral complexion brush. It does pack on color very densely, it's very fluffy, and I want a dense brush for this because it is such a subtle color that it works better if the brush picks up color well. And so, of course, just, you know, you don't want to do a lot, you don't want to go down too far, and you can always use your finger to help blend in any harshness that might come from applying it. So again, just a light dusting. Okay, and lastly are the lips. I'm going to use Smith's Rosebud Salve. It's just their regular rose salve. Like, this makes me happy when I smell it. I don't know why, but it's just such a nice and calming, it's just such a nice, calming, pleasant scent. And as you can see, again, I've hit pan, so it's a good product. And just light layer on your lips. And then I'm actually going to blend two lipsticks. My favorite to mute out any kind of color, or even just it semi-mutes color depending on how thick you layer it, is the Revlon Colorburst lipstick in Soft Nude. This is an amazing nude color because it doesn't make it look like you put concealer on your lips, but it obviously is still a nude color. And it's very soft, very creamy. And finally, I'm going to use NYX Round Lipstick in Strawberry Milk. I don't know if that'll focus. It's a very, very, very light pink color. It actually looks a little darker when it's in the tube, but when you put it on the lips, it's very, very light. So I'm just going to do a tiny little bit of that, like just in the middle, and then put my lips together to bring it up on the top lip, because we don't need very much of that. That will kind of white out your lips a little bit if you put on too much. So here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.